Girls and boys, today we're going to talk about things that can sink or things that can float. Things that can sink or things that can float. In this container we have water. What do we have in this container?
Water.
Great R, here is a
Pencil.
what is it?
Pencil.
It is a pencil. And this here is money. What is it?
Money.
This here is a piece of wood. It's a piece of log from the tree, ne? What is it?
Wood.
This here is called a feather. What is it?
Feather.
What is it called?
Feather.
Then we have paper. What is this?
Paper.
This dinosaur is made out of rubber. What is it made out of?
Rubber.
I'm going to ask Cairo to take the feather off, and he must first tell us. Cairo, do you think the feather is going to sink, or do you think it's going to float? Sink means, is it going to go down under the water, or is it going to float on top of the water? What do you think? Don't you know? Okay, can you please put it for us in the water? Oh, great R, what do you think is happening?
Floating.
Is it sinking or floating?
Floating.
Thank you. Lindukutle, please find the stick for us. The log or the stick. Yes. Take it off. Do you think it's going to float or do you think it's going to sink?
Float.
Okay, let's see. You can now put it in the water. Let's see, do you think it's going to sink or float? It's floating. What is it doing?
Floating.
It's floating. Preston is going to take off the money for us. Show me the money, Preston. How much money is that?
100.
Take off the print from it, the press stick. Okay. Do you think that money is going to sink or is it going to float? Great R. Preston said it's going to float. What do you think?
It's going to sink.
It's going to sink. Let's see.
Sink.
Wow! It went right down. See there, guys. It went right down. So it was sink. Cassidy is going to look for the pencil on our theme table. Cassidy, look for the pencil. Take it off without the press stick. Cassidy, shh. Do you think that pencil is going to sink or float?
Sink.
Girls and boys, what do you think? Is the pencil going to sink or float?
Float.
Let's see, Cassidy, put it in. It's floating. It's floating. Now we're going to ask Diane to take the piece of paper. Look for the blue paper. Now take the one that's stuck onto the word paper. And take it off. Okay. Okay, we're going to allow you to take the one that's laying loose. Take the one that's laying loose. It's just take that one. We understand your need. Can you please tell us, what do you think? Will that paper sink or will it float?
Sink.
What do you think? Sink. Now, Diane is going to put the paper onto the water. Let's see if it's going to sink or float.
Float.
Now I'm going to ask Alian to find the leaf for me. Alian, find the leaf for me. There must be a leaf somewhere. Alian, what do you think? Will that leaf sink or will it float? Okay, let's see. Now Alian is going to put the leaf into the water, but first, boys and girls, what do you think? Will that leaf float or will it sink? Okay, let's see. You were right, it's floating. Give yourself a hand. Lavandre is now going to find the stone. Let's see if Lavandre can find the stone. Lavandre, first tell us, what do you think? Will that stone float or will it sink?
Sink.
Okay, why do you say it's going to sink? Because it is?
Heavy.
Oh, it's heavy. Boys and girls, Lavandre says the stone is going to sink. What do you think?
Sink.
Let's see. Lavandre can put it in the water. It is sinking. Give yourself a hand, Lavandre. You are so clever. So these were all the objects that could sink and float. And the children knew that there's objects that can sink and objects that can float. Give them a hand. Give yourself a hand, girls and boys. Say, I am special. I am special. I am fearfully and wonderfully made.